years just to keep that system going. But even with all of that control, it's not working as good anymore. Bond auctions are failing, and investors are walking away. They're asking for a higher interest to take on all of this economic risk. So Japan is asking a question that no government wants to ask, which is, how much longer can we pretend that this is sustainable? Because once you build a whole economy around cheap money, the moment you try to raise interest rates, the economy starts to break. And here's where I'm going to tie everything together, because this is where it gets really interesting. Because while all of this is playing out and Japan's bond market is breaking, interest payments are exploding, global debt is rising, inflation is creeping in, Bitcoin quietly reached an all-time high, and no one even noticed. Google searches are still extremely low, all things considering. Now, obviously, it's not just one thing. Bitcoin moves for a lot of different reasons, like ETFs, halving cycles, and businesses and states and countries buying it, but you can't ignore the big picture. The world is waking up to this idea that maybe those crazy Bitcoiners and what they've been saying since the beginning might actually be true, which is that this debt-based system might not be sustainable in the long term. And Japan is just one example. The US is not that far behind. And in both cases, the question becomes, how do you escape a system that only works when interest rates are close to zero? And the answer seems to be, you can't. There is no way out. Deep down, the market is starting to price in this idea that governments are not going to be able to grow their way out of this. They're not going to be able to raise taxes fast enough, and they will not cut spending because politicians just don't want to. None of them have the courage to face the public.